What's going on YouTube? My name is Chris and welcome to MakerFaire. Thousands of people descended into Balboa Park for the annual MakerFaire in San Diego, California. For those of you unfamiliar with MakerFaire, you can think of it as a showcase for amateur electronics engineering. Our first stop is Sawbox Guitars, where they make playable electric and acoustic guitars out of wood and other parts. I learned pretty quickly that just about anything can be made into a guitar. But the question remains, does it rock? Whoa, have mercy. Of course, it wouldn't be MakerFaire without robots. You have robots that roll, creepy robots that stare at you, tall robots, including this fire-breathing monstrosity. No, I'm not kidding you, it is fire-breathing. MakerFaire also includes free admission to some of the museums, including the Game Masters exhibit at the Science Center. It's a fun exhibit where not only do you get to see the history of video games, but you actually get to play them. All of your favorite consoles are available to play, including the handheld ones. And it's not just console titles, there are also PC games available as well. And full-size Dance Central. Newegg was also there to represent. So you know what that means. Get ready for some gratuitous PC shots. KB Lake 7700K, Prime Z270, G-Skill RAM, EVGA 1070, Samsung Evo SSD, and an NZXT S340 Elite. I'm gonna assume Gigabyte made everything except for the case. Tapegami, keeping the masking tape industry alive by allowing you to make anything out of masking tape. Da Vinci, the drawing robot, made an appearance at the Benevolent Order of Makers booth. And this thing, which I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I think there is a headset that tracks your head movement via computer. Music was also a central theme at many of the exhibits. I hate how the drummer always falls asleep. You vocalists know what I'm talking about. Alright, so I'm taking a break from the MakerFaire and I'm gonna get a cubano sandwich for lunch. It's time to eat. First time having a cubano sandwich. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Is it cubano? Cubano? Cubano. I'm having a cubano sandwich. Getting all kinds of ugly looks. Alright, here it goes. That's delicious. Got some cheese, got some pickle, some ham, some pulled pork. Got some mustard taste to it. It's amazing. And it's really good. So good I'm spilling it on myself. I know, I'm a pig. Much like the sandwich. Whoa, hold up. That's the most Star Wars music I can play without getting a copyright strike. These two gentlemen were doing a lightsaber demonstration, so I decided to replace the audio with realistic lightsaber sound effects. Check it out. That's what they want you to hear, but this is what I heard. Back to the MakerFaire, there was no shortage of robots designed to do stuff. You've got robots that pick up cones, you've got robots that push balls around, you've got robots that push blocks around, and you have robots that drive around courses. And everybody owns a 3D printer these days. That has a lot to do with how reduced cost has made 3D printing more accessible to everyone, and almost anything can be 3D printed. One guy even created his own CNC router for cutting out parts. Sweet dragon, bruh. There's one attraction left to visit, a 30-foot mechanical giraffe constructed by maker Lindsay Lawler. I had the chance to speak with Lawler about the Electric Giraffe Project and his rave raff named Russell.
My name is Lindsay Lawler. I live in San Diego, and I'm the owner and builder of the Electric Giraffe Project. Going out to Burning Man for my first 10 years, I spent most of my time fixing projects that broke down, machines that broke down, et cetera, et cetera. And finally about that time, my friends were telling me, you know, maybe you should build something. What really kicked it off was a friend of mine showed up with a big wooden zebra that you could ride around on, and it was a lot of fun. If the zebra's been done, what should I do? And I thought about it, and the animals of Africa I like a lot. And very, very quickly, seeing in my mind's eye a giraffe with electric controlled spots with a sound system and a DJ on board, driving around called the Rave Raft, just came to life, and I was never able to get that image out of my head. That started in 2002, and in 2004 I started welding. When I got out of high school, I built dune buggies and motocross bikes. I fixed my friends' engines for them for many, many years. And then I became an electronics technician for a company for the longest time and stopped really doing physical things for a very long time. And I missed it. I missed it all the time. And finally, when I started going to Burning Man, the impetus, the feeling, the push to build something, artistic that people would really, really like suddenly came to mind, and it was a very inspiring event to go to. And so between all that prior mechanical knowledge, my newfound electrical knowledge, I decided to put both of them together and combine as much art into it as possible. So I had my own homegrown mechanical, my own homegrown art, and my electrical background. I put all three of those together, and next thing I knew, I was putting this thing together, and I had no idea what kind of hit it was going to be, but it really apparently knocked it out of the park. I just come home from the Maker Faire in 2014, and I get home, I'm actually taking the giraffe off the trailer. I look at my cell phone, and here is email from whitehouse.gov. And I called MakerFaire and I said, is this real? Is this a joke? And they're like, no, this is real. You need to call them back. You might get to meet the president. And from there was the most hellish, crazy 30 days I've ever been through for my life, because I'd never done anything like that before. And we had only 30 days to make it happen. And so all kinds of groups of people came together, all kinds of fate played into the hands perfectly. And the next thing I knew, on June 18th, 2014, here comes President Obama walking towards me going, I like those ears. Because, everybody always makes fun of his big ears. I'm considering building another giraffe a little bit bigger than him that is all aluminum, that can break down into boxes so we can ship worldwide. Because this guy all together like this, it's really difficult to do that. So a breakdown giraffe for shipping worldwide is one idea. The other idea is to just build something here that's really big. The idea is to build a dragon out of dead airplane parts with a World War II airplane engine running in his chest for his heart. It would be a 60 to 80 foot wingspan, 60 to 80 foot length, probably weigh several tons, and that's how I would top the giraffe. Yeah, it would be neat.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much, Lindsay.
Thank you.
So that's the end of Maker Faire. I got to check out some really cool projects and make something of my own. One of the coolest projects I got to check out was this 3D printer made out of recycled computer parts. And it wasn't just cool because she was successful in her Maker project, but she also showcased her failures as well. Because failure is a part of the creative process. It's how we learn. It made me stop and think about my own successes and failures as a modder and creator. Because no matter if you're a modder or a maker, you're a dreamer. And we turn our cans into cans and our dreams into plans. And to me, that's what Maker Faire is all about.
All right. So thank you for checking out my coverage of Maker Faire 2017. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click on the like button below and share the video. Join the Modern Nation and get subscribed today by clicking on the subscribe button below. And when you do, click on the bell icon inside of the subscribe button to be notified the moment that I release new YouTube videos. If you have any other comments or questions, you can leave them for me in the comment section below. And as always, you can reach me on social media. I'm available via Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can catch me streaming every Friday and Saturday evening. Make sure you check my schedule to the right for the updated times. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.